So, you're getting a chance here kind of surprisingly to, maybe become a double champ. Was this something you always wanted to do?
It wasn't the plans, but I was planning to defend the belt first. So skip the step, but it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I imagine so. And do you think that, the short notice benefits you more, or how do you feel about that aspect?
Well, I was training, so I was getting ready. I'm in great shape. I'm fitter. I'm stronger than ever. Very sharp. I just took a week off for holidays, but maybe that benefited me as well. Didn't have too much time yet to get my mind to think about the matchup too much to get my mind ready, but feel good. I'm excited to go out there and do it all again.
Was it kind of an easy decision to take this fight, considering you guys just fought pretty recently?
Yeah, I was on a holiday with the fam. I was at the beach, and then I got the call on Thursday morning. I was about to say yes right away, but I said, let me get 2 seconds to talk to my wife, and then called right back, said, yeah, let's do it.
So if you do end up holding two belts, I mean, are you going to want to be super active going forward? I mean, that's, double the responsibilities.
Yeah, absolutely. I've always said I want to be active. Let me fight every 3 months.
So, Reinier, I want to ask, first of all, I mean, the weight here is another factor, obviously going up in weight for this one. How do you expect that to factor into this fight?
I'm at 97, 98 kilos right now. So after the week of holiday, 93 would have been a challenge anyway. So it benefits me pretty well.
And, getting to go up against Aung La again, I mean, there's some great rivalries in combat sports, from Frazier versus Ali and McGregor and Diaz, even in MMA. I mean, I don't think there's too much bad blood here, but do you kind of relish the idea of having that sort of rivalry in your career?
No, I'm just going to take him out right away again. To get a rivalry, should beat me, and he's not going to beat me anytime.
Fair enough. And I guess my last question then, how do you see this fight going?
This is something I've been thinking of a lot the last couple of days, of course, but I think it's going to be a little bit more of a hassle to get him down this time. Last time he really ran towards me and tried to put the pressure on early, which really benefited me in taking him down. I think this time he's going to be a little bit more hesitant. He's going to be a little bit more careful. So I think I'm going to have to put in a lot more work to get him down. But I still see him ending up on the ground and getting choked out again. Would be nice to get it done faster, but I can't promise anything this time.
Third question is from Nick Atkin from South China Morning Post.
Good to see you back. Wasn't expecting to see you so soon. I enjoyed that Instagram story. I think you're going to hop on a plane and go strangle someone.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about it a little bit there with Jay, but is that the end goal for you, to get that submission again, or do you see any other way to victory?
Absolutely. I always say it's nice to show off some of the striking because I've really put in a lot of work, but ultimately I'm here to represent jiu-jitsu. I think it's my first love in martial arts, and I'm always here to represent it, and I'm really looking forward to squeezing that neck again.
Do you think it was a risk for Aung La to take this fight, because he's been preparing for a completely different fight with Vitaly Bigdash, and now he's got you? Was there any upside for Aung La to taking this? Do you think he might have been wise to say no?
That's a good question. I haven't really thought about that too much, to be honest. Well, I think after a loss like that, that early and that dominantly, I think he'll the last half year, last 6 months, I think he's been very active anyway to correct his mistakes. He's a true martial artist, so I don't expect anything else. So I expect him to be very much ready, and I expect him to be the best guy I've ever faced.
Do you think he's had enough time to really correct those mistakes from that first fight? I mean, can he have learned enough to stop what you're going to bring in the octagon? Sorry, not the octagon, the circle, the cage. Is there enough time for him to fix that? Yeah.
No, there's not enough time for him to catch up to me in a lifetime.
And just one more from me, a little more seriously. Obviously, a lot going on back home in Myanmar for Aung La, and just do you have a message? I know you guys had that kind of respect for each other and a little bit of fun with the rivalry, but it's quite a serious time back there, isn't it? Just do you have anything to say to his fans?
Yeah, stay strong. Hopefully, you'll get access to the match, and I hope you keep on supporting the guy. He's a great icon over there, and I hope to be like that for my people someday.
Thank you, mate. And I believe it's King's Day tomorrow. Is that right?
That's the truth.
Yeah, happy King's Day and all that. Cheers, man.
Thank you.
We got this next question is from Jude Briosis of Overtime Heroics MMA. Please go ahead.
Did the fact that you won versus Aung before motivate you more to take this fight on short notice? Like, if he was not the champion, would you still take a title shot with the same kind of circumstances?
Sorry, I didn't catch it fully. Can you go again?
Did the fact that you won versus Aung before motivate you more to take this fight on short notice? Like, if he was not the champion, would you still take the title shot with the same kind of circumstances?
Well, after the fight with Abasov fell out, I was kind of shouting off the rooftops that anybody, anytime, anywhere. So I kind of felt obligated to take it anyway. But this is a huge chance for me, man, to become champ just like that. It's even better than Abasov. So it's pretty cool, right?
Reinier, we got a question by Justin of Kish Sports. He says, thank you for the time. Tell us about your preparation for the fight on such short notice.
So I got the word Thursday that it might be happening. And then Friday, got the full go ahead. So I sparred Thursday night, trained Friday, and then got on the plane Saturday. So didn't get too much time to prepare, to be honest.
But you train full time. You train all year round. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I train every day of my life. And I was going with full intensity because of the fight I was scheduled to take with Abasov. So I'm in great shape.
Have you ever taken a fight on such short notice?
Yeah, I think so. Back in the day, the first couple of pro fights, usually anybody falls out last minute, and I've never said no to a fight.
It's going to be a great rematch. We're looking forward to it. Our next question is going to be from Conan Altatis from Conan Daily. Conan, please go ahead.
Reinier, I assume you're more comfortable fighting in middleweight than in light heavyweight. What exactly were the steps that you have to take to make sure that you are on light heavyweight weight?
I didn't take too much steps. I didn't have too much time. But I'm eating a lot right now, which is all right. Which is a first, because normally I'm just eating fruits and vegetables and drinking a lot of water around this time. So it's all right. It's cool. I'm at a decent weight, 97, 98 kilos. I don't really care too much about the weight difference or whatever. If I show up the best of, and show up in the best of my abilities, I think I can beat anybody, any weight, anywhere.
I'm not going to ask you about your game plan. As you mentioned, you will try to choke him again, and I assume Aung La will avoid the ground this time and try to knock you out. So let me ask you about Aung La's situation. As you know, while he's training in the US, his country is experiencing a crisis right now. His win will be a great inspiration for his fans who are suffering from violence right now. How do you feel about that?
Oh, last time I felt sorry for him. It's this business is very rough, man. A loss is devastating. A win is ecstatic and euphoric. So to some extent, I always feel bad for the guy opposite me. So yeah, maybe a little bit, yeah.
The next question goes to Ivan Stewart Saldejano of Dugout Philippines. Ivan, please proceed.
Thank you, Gianni. Okay. Reinier, I'm just curious. Who told you to get ready because you might step in for Vitaly? Just curious.
Well, it was something in the back of my mind the last couple of weeks. Because Vitaly is known to pull out a little bit. He's been pulling out a lot. I've been matched up with him. He pulls out. Now I understand this has to do with COVID, which is a big risk anyway right now to miss the fight. So it was in the back of my mind. So I never really let go of the training. Never really let go of the killer mindset. But then Thursday morning, I got a call by my manager, and then we were still expecting maybe something else to go wrong because we were waiting on approval from the government here. And then Friday we got the good news. Wasn't on play by Saturday. Sunday was here.
You've been used to fighting at one on a weekend, like for example, if that Friday night, it's on a Saturday night. But now you're gonna be fighting on a Thursday morning, and it's gonna be shown in America there by Wednesday evening local time. So how's it like playing in the midweek instead of a weekend?
It's different. It's I think that the day doesn't really matter too much, but the morning thing is something I'm really working on to be sharp at that time. So I'm going to bed very early and waking up very early, so I have a few hours to get in the right mindset before the fight. And we'll see, because it's the first time I'm ever experiencing this.
Next question is from Jack Gottsell of Tarps Off Sports. Jack.
Hi, Reinier.
Hey.
So do you plan on defending your belt at 2 weight classes if you come out victorious this, or do you want to focus on only 1 weight class?
No, I want to be as active as possible. So give me an opponent every 3 months. I'll switch. Middleweight, light heavyweight, it's all good.
Next one's from Jacob Janowski of Bloody Canvas MMA. Jacob, please go ahead.
All right. So I know your last fight was fairly short and nearly flawless, but what do you think you can build on from that last fight?
So I know how he feels, which is an important thing for me. So once I grabbed him, I know I'm in full control the moment I lay my hands on him. Seen his speed. I felt a little bit of his power. There's some stuff I want to improve on in the striking. I have some different takedowns I want to show this time. The takedown I hit from the switch last time was working in camp all the months before that fight. But I have some new stuff which I'm very eager to show, and I got some judo stuff from back in the day I would like to show again. So.
And I know you were in camp, and I know you're in shape still, but how do you think your cardio will hold up at a higher weight? And yeah, how do you think it'll hold up at a higher weight?
Well, I'm basically at the weight I walk around at outside of a fight, so I don't think anything's changed.
We got one more from Jackson Garst of Phantom Sports Network. Jackson, go ahead.
Hey, Reinier, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Jack?
Hey, pleasure to talk. I just got a couple quick questions for you. Of course, he's had a full camp, and you've only had 7 days to prepare. How do you feel with your advantage with your grappling compared to his just full-out cardio and speed and going to have that precision?
I'm on the same cardio and speed, I think, because I've been preparing just as hard. The only thing I took off is a week, and to be honest, I still train every day. So I don't think there's too much of a discrepancy there. Nobody can ever. It's very hard. Let me say this: it's very hard to pick up the grappling in 6 months.
Thank you for that. And also, just on the same level, do you expect to see anything different from Aung La this time, compared to the last fight? And do you think you'll have a different approach? And do you think you'll have a different approach in this fight compared to the last one?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is going to be a completely different fight. I think he's going to hang back a little bit. Don't think he's going to come out that aggressive. There'll be a bit more hesitation from his side. I think it's going to be up to me to push the pace. I'm going to press him back, hit him with some good shots, take him down, choke him out.
Reinier, you became the 1 middleweight world champion in the last 12 months, and now you have an opportunity to become a 2-division world champion. Did you ever think that you were going to ever have an opportunity to become a 2-division world champion?
It wasn't the plans. So I saw Big Dash and Aung were going to fight at light heavyweight, and I was already looking at that to be my next opponent after Abasov. So that was the goal, and it's just skipped a step, and it's very cool to have this opportunity right now. Yeah, absolutely.
Looking at the middleweight division for a moment, who do you think deserves the next shot at the title?
Well, I've been saying this. Right after the Titus fight, I said, I'm not really looking forward to fight that guy ever again, but he's the only one that got away. He's the only one I couldn't finish. So that's one that I would like to get back one day.
I said in previous interviews that he vowed to get the middleweight title back. How do you respond to that?
Oh, let's focus on this one first time.
All right. We got a couple rapid fire questions here before we let you go. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I don't know, man. Pre-science. So being able to look ahead would be cool.
Favorite country you ever visited?
I like the Dutch Antilles. I've been there, did my internship there. It was very cool. And from there, I went to Colombia, which is a very cool country. Been to New York, which is an amazing place. Trained there at Henzo's Academy. And I'd like to go down to Puerto Rico to train with the Denner Dead Squad someday soon.
What's the one food you can't live without?
Eggs. I got chickens in my backyard and I eat eggs every day.
If you weren't fighting for a living, what would you be doing?
The same stuff. Teach people, physical therapist. Yeah, good life.
Talk about the craziest thing that you've ever done.
Take a fight on 6 days' notice for the World Championship.
What compliment do people give you the most?
When I'm here, you're so tall.
What about back home?
After a roll, after I train, oh, you're so strong. You're so strong, man. It's never about my technique. It's always, you're so strong.
Favorite submission?
There can only be one, man. Mataleao, rear naked choke.
Do you have one favorite fight that you can think of?
Of mine or?
Of yours, your career.
Well, I'd say the last one was pretty cool. But I've had some fights before one in which I've really struggled, which are good reminders as well. I wasn't too particularly proud about the Titus fight afterwards, but it's one that really sticks in my head, and I think about that one a lot. That there's no fight that really taught me as much as that one. So I'd say the Titus fight is my favorite fight.